Today, when we buy products and services, it could be for personal use or for our business applications, variety seems to be the essence. Lot of customization is what people are asking for. So this quest for variety is leading today's organizations also to create more versions in products and services. That's one way to remain competitive and fulfill the needs of the customers. Let's look at some examples so that we get some idea of what we are talking. Look at the travel agencies today. Gone are those days when we just buy a point-to-point ticket. Today we have adventure tourism, we have eco and nature tourism, personal vacations of different kinds and so on. All these are expressions of variety. Look at the number of tariffs and plans offered by the mobile telephone providers or even the satellite-based DTH entertainment services. There is so much of variety. You have 500 channels in various combinations being offered. In manufacturing, there are lots of product variations. Even if you want to pick up your own version of cornflakes, there seems to be so much variation. Just go and see in a Walmart superstores or in a big supermarket. Polyethylene PET bottles. You have industrial grades, you have medical grades, you have food grade. So everywhere you have all but variation. So variation is a way to go about. Now, how do we variations look at from an operations perspective? How do we provide these variants that people are asking for? From an operations perspective, this is characterized by what you may call it as mid-volume, mid-variety products and services. And what happens? It increases the flow complexities. One can understand it. It could be a service outlet in which 20, 30 different types of services are to be provided. If it is a manufacturing, there are 30, 40 variants. So obviously the flow is complex, which means flow and capacity balancing are going to be difficult, although they are very important. So one needs to do a certain kind of batch processing. One needs to think in terms of some alternative ways by which we need to organize the work in the operation system. The capacity estimation is also hard because it's no longer that we are making a simple thing, and to that extent even the production planning and control is going to be complex. So the problems that we face are threefold. If we make an inappropriate choice on the structure and people issues, then what it will lead to is a very complex material and information flows, and which in turn would make the operations planning and control quite complex. So I think in these types of operating systems, it's important that we make an appropriate choice on structure and people to solve the other kinds of problems which might emerge on account of this. Now, typically these organizations seem to go through a series of problems. First of all, there is too much of paperwork because of variance and complexities, which leads to oftentimes enormous supervision because one needs to keep track of these variations, and invariably it leads to excessive coordination because again all these are happening because we are increasing the variety, and long lead times, and moment you have longer lead times, the delivery reliability becomes a challenge. It's always a little difficult, and one needs to build excess inventory on account of all these problems. That also happens in such organizations. All of them lead to high overhead costs, high overheads, high costs of manufacturing and so on, which again leads to paperwork. So this is a kind of a vicious circle in which these problems are there. Many organizations, both in service and manufacturing, experience these kinds of problems. So the question is, how are we going to handle this? So that's where this type of operation systems will have to try different things, because Offering these variants are going to be important. Delivering the variety without compromising on the quality and the delivery schedule is again a challenge but very important. And therefore, the whole argument, the whole discussion and the focus shifts to how do we organize the operations. I think in such firms, a lot of thought needs to go in terms of how do we organize the operations so that much of these problems can be managed with a little bit of planning and control. So what's the role of operations management in such a kind of intermittent flow systems? We can look at it in three ways. The first thing is we need to find ways to manage the offerings, because it's all about variety management. While we need to provide a large variety, is there a way we can plan it from an operations perspective, which means sometimes we may need modular designs, we need concepts like delayed differentiation. The second direction in which we need to go is to design an appropriate operating system. Some intelligent ways by which we need to break this monolith and divide and rule. In some ways we create sub-operating systems. Through that we can very efficiently manage the variety and sort out quality, cost, delivery kinds of problems. And the third is the whole idea of how do we manage operations, because we change from one set of varieties to another set of varieties. So how do we change over from one mode to another? So these are some of the important issues that we need to address in intermittent flow systems.